Hello. Well, today, my name is Kenneth Cecire, and today I'm going to talk about two things that are very important to me, QuarkNet and Masterclasses. And so the first question might be, well, there are two questions. What is QuarkNet and what are Masterclasses? So let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit. QuarkNet is a teacher professional development program in particle physics. And the idea is to use particle physics as a paradigm for how we help students learn physics. And our focus is on the teachers for two reasons. One is that we can reach many more students by reaching their teachers, but also by developing them professionally and helping them to learn and grow and become better at what they love to do. Then they will have a lasting impact on many students over the years. So we have a small group of principal investigators and a small staff. We have about 50 centers across the United States. A center is a university or a lab where one or two or maybe more physicists will gather with roughly 10 high school physics teachers to form a learning community, and they will do all sorts of things, make all sorts of opportunities for the teachers to professionally develop, anything from travel to CERN to going to workshops and to having workshops at their own universities or labs. And so there's a context for that in terms of what the staff does. One of the things we do, it's not shown on this slide here, is actually that we go and visit the centers. And as a matter of fact, I'm making this presentation from a hotel room right now because I'm visiting our Vanderbilt University QuarkNet Center, and we've been working on this little guy here, coding, in the context of CMS, which is one of the large detectors at the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, and today we were analyzing data from that detector in essentially Python notebooks. And as you can see, we don't just do master classes. We do other things like e-labs. We develop data activities at various levels. And we don't just do the CMS masterclass. We also have a neutrino masterclass developed from the Minerva experiment at Fermilab, which is the large particle physics facility just west of Chicago that is run by the Department of Energy. So we've got a lot of things that we're doing. And so master classes, however, are one of those main lines, essentially, of our activities. But so what is a master class? Well, think about if you're learning cello and you practice and your teacher shows you stuff, but then you'll go to a master class where you will work with an expert, the master, who will not only help you to do better at playing particular pieces of music, but as you do so and as you interact, help you to understand your instrument better, help you to understand how music really works. Well, that's sort of what we do, but we do it with particle physics data. And so we actually have students working on analyzing real data from important, cutting edge labs, and they have physicists with them to help them through it. And they learn a lot along the way as they accomplish their tasks. The physicists act as their mentors and their tutors. And some of the best things happen, of course, when a student will ask a question and two physicists will come and they'll disagree on the answers to that question. And the students will get a chance to really see sort of how science works. Then the students, we don't just have students work on their own little snippet, but they combine their results and share them so that they end up putting together a large data set that they can see what happened, essentially. In this picture here, you can see the students are all analyzing data from the ATLAS detector, another detector at the Large Hadron Collider, but all of their data will be put together. And then in international masterclasses, which class effort, those happen in and around March each year. And in international masterclasses, both here and worldwide, clearly, the students will be brought by their teachers to a university or a laboratory to do a masterclass, to work with the physicists. And then they will combine their results with the results from 2 or 3 or 4 other groups that did the same thing that day. And those results are pulled together, and then they have a video conference with those groups, hosted by physicists at CERN or at Fermilab or other labs, and they will discuss what they've got. All of this is organized by IPOG, the International Particle Physics Outreach Group. And you can see there's a URL there if you're interested in learning more about it. Over the years, International Masterclasses has also, as a program, developed satellite masterclass events that are outside of the sort of the Marchish interval for more specialized to accomplish special things. So IDWGS is the International Day of Women and Girls in Science, and they have, around that day, they have a special masterclass aimed at young women, and in particular to help them understand that particle physics is open to them very much, and that they're invited essentially to learn more about how to become a physicist, or how to just become more interested in physics. We have a big analysis of muons in May, originally started to cope with the pandemic, where students were at home, so we had to try to make a masterclass that would work while the students were at home. So we simplified the data, but we sort of upped the support, and they work pretty well now for the second year. And Worldwide Data Day is usually around November, and that's another simplified measurement, and that we have in the autumn. And all of these are pretty much international events. So the main elements of Masterclass are the data analysis, working with the mentors and the tutors and each other, and the video conference where they can share their data and their experience, their results and their experience, I should say. So putting together QuarkNet and international masterclasses now, we're really involved together in 2 ways. QuarkNet, as a US program, has an important part in the service of international masterclasses. So we developed the CMS masterclass and as well as the Minerva Neutrino masterclass, the 2 I referred to earlier. And those are not just used by QuarkNet, but they're used by again, internationally. We have more masterclasses in the pipeline that we're working on. And we also maintain the Fermilab-based video conferences. So I was just going to say, we share coordination with Netzwerk Tauschenwelt at Technische Universität Dresden. So our colleagues in Germany who organize the CERN-based masterclasses, we organize the Fermilab-based masterclasses. And so in addition, we have our own model. We're working with our teachers and their students of how to do masterclasses. And basically what they come down to is enhancing the experience by preparing both the masterclass leaders and the students. We give the students data activities to help them understand something about particle physics before they come to the masterclass. We have something called our data activities portfolio, where we have many of these activities. And then an example of that, by the way, is the Quark workbench. And I left a URL here so you can actually see the online version, because it's kind of fun. basically students have like essentially a puzzle where they make baryons and mesons, and they learn about how quarks combine. And we involve the teachers a lot. So they over time, doing this over multiple years, become experts along with the physicists in analyzing the particular data that we have in the master classes. And we found all of this to be effective in increasing student understanding. So that's pretty much where we are. My name is Ken, so I'm the K. Cecire at nd.edu here. So please feel free to contact me anytime. My colleague Shane Wood is a great guy to talk with as well. And there's our website for International Masterclasses. Again, you can contact me because I work together with Ute Bilo in Germany. And we're both open to hearing from you. And the Masterclasses, the International Masterclasses website is right there as well. So thanks for your time. There we are.